dry, desolate. This land was not always like this. These large footprints, left in ancient sediments now turned to stone, are signs that prehistoric animals once found this a favorable place in which to live. When did they live here? From their fossil bones, how can we determine what they looked like? This arid land is part of central Utah. Long ago, it was a region with a warm and humid climate and many swamp-surrounded lakes and streams. Dinosaurs, well adapted to this kind of environment, lived here in great numbers and varieties. What evidence do we have of the prehistoric nature of this land? What messages from earlier life can rocks and fossils bring to us? By studying them, geologists have worked out some of the Earth's past history. It's a kind of timetable that divides millions of years into long segments of time called eras. Eras are further subdivided into periods. These are represented by rock layers whose differences in color and texture reveal the physical changes that took place while these rocks were being formed. The Mesozoic era, called the Age of Reptiles, is divided into the Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. This was the time of the dinosaurs. They were most abundant during the Jurassic period, about 150 million years ago. Jurassic fossils are usually found in a sandy kind of rock, which is called sedimentary. Sedimentary rock is made from mud or sand settling in water. Does this suggest that these dinosaur bones came from animals that bogged down in the mud of the lakes and died there, or that their bodies floated into the lake of streams? Uncovering fossil bones is a slow and tedious process. It will take many days to dig this 36-inch wide hip bone from the enclosing rock. What does this leg bone tell us about the size of the animal? If fragile, bones are often given a hard protective covering like the cast for a broken arm or leg. Both sides of the fossil will be protected this way. After being numbered, all fossils are packed in boxes for shipment to the laboratory. Some of these boxes hold complete bones and others only fossil fragments. Let's start our laboratory work with this box marked vertebra. The bone still has attached to it some of the rock in which it was embedded. This must all be carefully removed so that the bone is clean. Fractured bones are cemented together. Plaster of Paris, coloured black, will help to hide the break. Repair is a time-consuming task. Each fossil fragment must be fitted into its proper place. Dinosaur skeletons, when found, are rarely complete. Missing parts are cast in plaster in moulds which were made from similar bones of other dinosaurs of the same kind and size. The fragile bone, which was protected by a plaster jacket at the quarry, is now opened. After cleaning and repair, it is put with other fossils from the same place. At the quarry, there may be bones from several kinds or sizes of dinosaurs. These, from the same kind of animal, are being separated for size. How would you put the great number and variety of these bones together to form a skeleton? Let's see what we can do with Allosaurus, a large, two-legged, carnivorous or meat-eating dinosaur about 35 feet in length. With the help of this drawing, parts can be identified and brought together to begin the assembly. It's like having all the pieces before beginning to put a jigsaw puzzle together. From head to tail, real fossil bones and missing bones that have been replaced with plaster must match each piece on this drawing. When all the parts are on hand and each has been given a coat of plastic to protect and strengthen it, an iron framework is built to support the skeleton in a lifelike position. It goes through some bones and follows the contours of others so that it can scarcely be seen. It will take many days and many skills before this dinosaur skeleton is ready for museum display similar to this one. But we want to know more about what the dinosaur looked like than just a skeleton. By comparison with modern animals, such as birds, lizards and alligators, scientists can figure out how large the dinosaur muscles were and where they were placed. The bones themselves often reveal rough scars where muscles were attached. Since dinosaurs were reptiles, isn't it reasonable to believe they must have had waterproof skins of varied colors, similar to the reptiles of today? And what kind of food did these animals need to stay alive? Fossil clues tell us that plants of mild and humid climates, like today's palm-like cycads, ferns, and horsetail rushes, grew in great abundance. Herbivores, or plant-eating dinosaurs, which included all the four-legged ones, were the largest animals that ever lived. Meat-eaters, or carnivores, preyed on the slower-moving plant-eaters. Their clawed forelegs and sharp teeth are clues to their eating habits. The messages left in rocks and fossils have revealed a great deal about dinosaurs. For instance, we know that dinosaurs have been found in all these places. What does this tell us about the worldwide climate in the Mesozoic era? We know that there were many kinds of dinosaurs. Some carried their own armor, like Stegosaurus and Triceratops. Some were over 70 feet long, like Brontosaurus, the great plant-eater. The smallest full-grown dinosaur was not much larger than a chicken. The study of dinosaurs has brought us messages from the past, but there is much that we do not know. What was their lifespan? Why have young dinosaurs rarely been found? And why did dinosaurs completely disappear from the Earth? The final answer to these and many other questions may still be buried in the rocks.